let's go to Supercar Lites, because this is going to be an absolutely storming race. They've had everything thrown at them today, not only great racing, but also mixed weather conditions. Simon Olofsson is the championship leader. He's on pole, double winner. Martin Enlund, second in the championship, is alongside him. Second row, Martin Ekspjuth and Mathias Jansen. Third row, Jimmy Valfridsson and Ola Henry Steinsholt, who is third in the championship. The grid is formed. We are good to go. The ready to race symbol is there. The Supercar Lites final. 5 laps is go. Who makes the best getaway? It's going to be very, very tight to turn one, because Olofsson has only just got his nose in front. Contact for second. Steinsholt dives up the inside, tries to find the gap. Walfridsson goes third. That was a good move.
Exactly what Olofsson needed there. Got the start he wanted, got out of the trouble. Ekspjuth again being physical in the first corner. Got the job done up the inside to move into second. Walfridsson, a stellar job as well. He's really found his groove this weekend, Jimmy Walfridsson. Trying hard to convert that into a podium. Martin Enlund, though, badly lost out in turn one.
He did, absolutely right. And now he's going to have to try and work out how to buy back these places as Walfridsson tries to squirt up the inside of Ekspjuth there, who jokers. Walfridsson at the last moment dives out of the toe. So he goes for the joker lap. That releases now Martin Enlund to see whether he can close on Ekspjuth, but in turn he has got all over the back of him. Steinsholt, the man that's third in the championship, looking for a way through, but he can't quite do it. And then you've got Mathias Jansen in fifth. Walfridsson then down in sixth, having jokered that longer, slower first lap. But Simon Olofsson is looking for 3 final wins on the bounce and try and pull away in the championship from Enlund.
To a degree, the joker strategy is so much easier in the final. Martin Enlund runs wide. Steinsholt looks to the inside. There's no way through. Enlund's getting a little bit ragged. I wonder if he's running out of tyres, because the car looks very oversteery on corner entry, especially on the tarmac. But you don't risk falling into the traffic quite so badly in a final situation like this, because the guys are all fast. You know the pace is there. So Walfridsson able to take that risk early on, get the joker done and out of the way, get the hammer down, try and pick off places.
So this time it's Steinsholt that goes for the joker, but you can see the way that Ekspjuth is coming back at Olofsson. He's caught him up, hasn't he? So they were 0.6 of a second apart at the end of the previous lap. They're virtually nose and tail now, as here, coming off the joker lap, you've got both Steinsholt and Jansen, but Walfridsson stays ahead of both of them. There are the leaders, and it is Olofsson to Ekspjuth. The gap was down only fractionally, only by a 10th. Martin Ekspjuth then throwing everything at this as you look down from the drone, as the cars then turn their way out of turn 4 and now towards that loose section of the track.
Enlund also matching the leading pair for lap time to the nearest 10th. Walfridsson not quite there in ultimate pace, is he? A few tenths behind the leaders. He might be able to get Enlund in this fight, but I think based on pace alone, that's where his challenge may end. It really depends what happens to the front two. Ekspjuth's decided now is the time, ducks out into the joker, followed by Enlund.
So there's not much to choose between those two. Olofsson now doesn't have to worry about defending. He can concentrate purely on his own lap, which therefore should be a quicker one. Ekspjuth has done the fastest lap of the race. Here comes Walfridsson. Is he going to be able to benefit? He's not. He slots in behind. Now he'll send it up the inside line down to turn 1. He's almost overlapping. He's on the inside. They're going to touch, are they? They just avoid making significant contact. Walfridsson looks for another angle. He goes to the outside line now. He's alongside Enlund. He's got his nose in front down towards turn 4. Wrong line. Switch back to the inside. Enlund's off the road. Walfridsson goes through. There's contact there between Enlund and Steinsholt, and more contact as up the inside goes Enlund. He hits Walfridsson, spins it, loses it, goes to the back of the pack. Wow, high drama. And Martin Enlund from second on the grid goes to the flat last.
What a move from Jimmy Walfridsson. He had that set up for 3 corners before the move came off. I think Enlund ultimately put himself in the wall by making that move. That's Simon Olofsson in the joker. Has Ekspjuth come back at him?
I suspect he might have been delayed, but it's still going to be very, very close with a lap to run. Ekspjuth needs that inside line down towards turn 1, but he can't quite get up alongside him. 4 laps are done, 1 lap to go. Olofsson leads the way. The championship leader is ahead of Martin Ekspjuth. What can he do now then as the cars accelerate down towards turn 4?
You can see Ekspjuth got that little bit too sideways on the exit of the final corner. You lose the momentum in these Supercar Lites machines. You need to keep that forward momentum all the time. That's really played into Simon Olofsson's hands, but he's just got to withstand this pressure for the last half a lap now. Over the jump, little touch on the brakes. Oh, Ekspjuth looks to the inside. He's on the looser gravel, avoids a contact, runs deep. That was his last roll of the the dice.
It was indeed. It's the first time he's been in a final this season in Supercar Lites in Rally X. He desperately wants to win it. You're right, that was his last roll of the dice. It didn't work, it's delayed him, he's lost time, and so Simon Olofsson is going to make it 3 in a row. Martin Expieth is going to be second, and third, Jimmy Wolfridson. Simon Olofsson wins the Supercar Lites final. Another absolutely stonking race. In the end, 11 tenths of a second, the margin doesn't really tell the whole story because he was gifted some of that gap, wasn't he, by that little mistake by Expieth. He braked so late, there was a hint of a gap, but it just was not to be.
I have to say, Expieth stepped up massively this weekend. Much better than any of his previous performances I've seen in Rally X. There is more damage for Steinsolt. His guys have had a busy day and they've got some more work to do before Sunday. This is the start though. Watch Enlund, the second place driver on the grid, and Expieth, the yellow car in the middle of the pack. Olofsson in the black and blue machine gets the best start into turn one, brakes far later than Enlund. Expieth already on the inside. That's all fair in love and first corner wall because he was well up the inside before they made the contact. Wolfridson was all over the back of him there. Little bit of rain on the camera lens, but certainly not wet as it was earlier on. This is Enlund getting wildly out of shape later in the race, but Steinsolt wasn't able to do anything about it. Oh, that was on the exit of the first corner, wasn't it? Because Wolfridson has joked already. So this is the move between Enlund and Wolfridson. So this is just after Enlund has joked. Wolfridson backs out of that, looks back to the inside, goes to the outside, gets a great run in the run to the next tight left-hander, but thinks, I'm not going to go round the outside, that's too risky. I'm going to brake early, switch back, go up the inside. What a move. Enlund now has had contact from Steinsolt, looks to the inside. He's on the brakes for a long time, so I don't think he's intentionally collected Wolfridson there, but he's just got a little bit tucked up.
And Wolfridson was lucky to escape that as well.
He was very lucky,
quite a hit, wasn't it? It could have really done him a lot of damage.
Yeah, and ultimately that led to Olofsson getting away up front. Expieth came back at him, made that move after the jump, but couldn't make it stick. Simon Olofsson, 3 wins from the last 3 rounds.
He's all yours, Molly.
Well, as the rain is coming down here now before the Supercar final, congratulations, Simon. It wasn't the easiest of starts to this round with the brake problems yesterday, continuing today. Just how strong did you feel in that final?
We finally did a good start, so we could just pick our own pace. We did a better setup for the final than the semi-final, for sure. The car felt really good. The team have done a good job. I have brakes now, so maximum points, that's amazing.
And I'm sure this is a big thanks, like you mentioned, to the team.
Absolutely. Without the team, we are just nobodies.
Now, share with us the work that they've been doing today.
I mean, they put every hour in the day, put work on the car, like the road we did in England, like the brake problem here. They do everything in between, so we will be able to put on a good show for all the audience. So just a great team, amazing team.
You're really on a roll now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's going pretty good, yeah.
Pretty good?
Yeah. No, for sure, I mean, we're super happy, so just keep going.
Enjoy it. You have a day off tomorrow.
Yes, thank you.
Might be a day of recovering from the celebrations there, having dragged it over the line and then the car expired on him. Ole Henry Steinsolt's car is being lifted, and Simon Olofsson then can celebrate another race win. That is his 3rd victory of the season. Martin Expieth's best of the year. He's in a final for the first time. He's on the podium for the first time. Jimmy Wolfridson takes 3rd. Mathias Jansen 4th from Martin Enlund, and then Ole Henry Steinsolt comes home in 6th place with the damage, which was largely sustained.